if I bought myself on stream, wouldn't it? Right, let's bring these comments up. Good evening, Jane. Good evening to Catherine. I hope you are really, really well. It's red hot here still in London at the minute. I've got the window wide open so I don't get complained at as well for vaping the room out. Good evening, Marina. Hope you're well. Good evening, beautiful. Mr. McAlinden. Hope you're good, buddy. Oh, it's red hot. I bet it's really hot with everybody else as well today. Sweating like a... I was going to say something then, but it's not after 9 o'clock, so I better not say it. Good evening, Mr. Conway. Hope you're well, mate. Oh, so how is everybody on this wonderful, wonderful day? Good evening, Scott. Hope you're good. Good evening, Mr. Hannah. Hope you're well. Good evening, Evan. Good evening, Mr. Cootie. Hope you're good. Marina saying hello to Mr. Cupcakes. How is everybody today? I've had a bit of a quiet day at work today, but it's been really, really hot. Lovely and sunny here in Lincolnshire. Very nice to hear. It was due to rain here, I think, later on in the week, but the weather forecast has changed favourably, shall we say. I think it's hot all weekend now. Really, really hot. How did you know I was here already? Is that a response to me? It's a good job I can see that on my phone. It's a nightmare StreamYard, isn't it, when you can't see if it's a reply or just a new comment. Good evening, Daniel. Hope you're well. Evening, Greg, if I didn't say hello to you, mate. Thank you for the voucher. Used it and abused now. Good, good. Very nice to hear, Mr. Conway. Evening, Carl. Hope you're well, mate. Oh, I am absolutely red hot here. And that will be Scott replying there, I'm guessing. Any Cooney, I'm not sending CB. I'll call Bender's bingo. Oh yeah, I'm really good, Daniel. Thank you. Just hot is probably the best way of putting it. Got my nice bottle of drink here to keep myself cool. But oh god, not you again. Oh, thanks, Kelly. You know how to make me feel welcome, don't you? Good evening, Kim. Hope you're good. Have a quick drink of that. It's lovely and cold as well. So, how is everybody this wonderful, wonderful evening? Mr. Wells, good evening, mate. Hope you're good. Love you, really. Oh, thanks, Cal. Who else is that commenting there? That's just a few people doing a bit of tagging. If you could do a bit of tagging, that would be amazing. I was trying to see who's put a sad face up at the top there. I don't know. Somebody's put a crying face for some reason. I don't know who it is. That's Greg. He's put a crying face by mistake instead of a thumbs up or something. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm not bothered. I'm all good, you handsome bugger. Yeah, it's just red hot, like I was saying. But apart from that, all is good. All is good in the hood, as Mr. Jones would say. But no, it's just been one of them funny days. I should have had a load of meetings, and they all ended up getting cancelled. So I was sat around with my thumb up my proverbial most of the day, far too hot in a shirt and tie with my suit jacket on, which was always a bonus. Good evening, Liam. Hope you're really, really good as well, mate. Right, so we're going to have to start with the obligatory bit of what I am vaping on tonight. I'm having a bit of a Soda King Rainbow Soda day today, if I'll be honest with you. So in my little mouth-along setup, my K-Fun Light 2019 on top of whatever this thing is, the Vupu Argus. I've got some of the amazing Soda King Rainbow Salts in there, if I can get it the right way around. And then in my Lost Vape Ursa kit, I've got the same thing, some nice rainbow soda. It's nice and fruity for today with it being so hot, so I thought I'd... sorry, my mistake, caught Greg. No, don't worry, Greg, honestly, it's fine. Makes no difference at all, buddy. So what is everybody else on in this wonderful evening? I'm guessing there's going to be lots of fruits and everything like that. I'm not bad found up today. I cannot chain vape Nick salts on 45 watts. So no, that's probably not the best idea, mate. I've got this set on 10 watts with a if I can see it, 1.25 ohm coil in there, which I've made myself. So yeah, so it's that's probably a little bit high. If you were down on the 5 milligram ones, you might be all right, but 10s and 20s, you'll be absolutely killing yourself. So Evan is on the Iced It Kiwi Berry in his Boost Plus. Great choice for a nice hot day. Great choice. I've just finished my last Elf bar, so back onto Medusa Lemon Sherbs Salts on the PAL 3. Yeah, I do have a couple. I have been using some of them, Kelly, but I sort of want to try and keep them just for when I'm in the car and things rather than using them all the time. True Salts Banana Ice and my Pal 3. Very, very nice, Kim. I do like my little Pal 3. Wherever it is, there it is. Great little devices. Absolutely great. Kim's just doing a bit more tagging. And Jeff's on his Raspberry Bar on his Boost, and Just Chilled Grape in his Velocity, excuse me. Liam's on his Medusa Cherry Drops. That's another great juice. I might have that tomorrow, actually, just for a bit of a change in my old mouth along setup there, just to switch things around a little bit. Is there anybody else's comments coming through? I'm guessing that Scott will be on his... I don't know. Wonder what Scott's on tonight. Greg's on his Ursa with a smashed it blueberry muffin. Very, very nice. I don't know if I'd fancy like a desserty one on a day like this, but we're all different though, aren't we? I prefer, like you all know, my fruits and my menthols. It's just much nicer for me. Oh, Kim's doing a massive tagging spree. Thank you ever so much, Kim. It's really appreciated. And Kingston Bubblegum is my daytime juice. Very, very nice. Jeff Conway's got a Vupu Panda today in the vape mail. Thank you. Oh, that's lovely. I got one of them sent off, I think it was Gav for the charity night. So that's just sat down there on the floor. I need to have a little sort through those boxes and start sort of coming up with some lots for it. Good evening, Ash. Hope you're well, mate. Scott's on his Upper mod with the Banger Juice, Mango and Peach. Yeah, I should have guessed that after his unboxing last night when he put that in there. Something a bit different. Sean is on his ONI DNA with Seriously Slushy. Very nice. Fruit Drop, Cherry and Mixed Berry on the Oxford for Scott. It was a free gift though. Very, very nice. Mr. Cooney's on the Raspberry Bar Super Sweets in the Boost Plus, and also Black and Grape Salts in his Boost Pod. Very, very nice. Some lovely choices going on there this evening. So as you probably all know, if you've seen the post of what we're going to be looking at tonight, we are going to be looking at 6 of the Bulldog 50/50 range. There's 12 of them in the range, and there's no way that I'd do them in one night. It would take absolutely ages. So all I've done is I've literally picked 6 random ones off the shelf, not in any particular order and everything, but I've pulled out the tobacco. I'll just put these down in an order so I know roughly. The mixed fruit ice, the menthol. These are all going to fall over in a second, so I'll put them over here. Some grape bubble gum. The black currant menthol, and last but not least for tonight, we'll look at the strawberry laces. These are obviously a 50/50 juice, so the juice is 50% vegetable glycerin and 50% propylene glycol. So your normal juices like I don't know, I'm trying to think ones behind me there. So Mr. Menthols, the Soda King juices and things like that. Your normal big bottles are normally 70/30, whereas these ones are a 50/50 mix, so they're more suitable for your small sort of pod systems, mouth to lung setups, things like that. They do obviously come 0 milligram because they are above a 10 ml bottle. These are 50 ml bottles, and from memory, I think they are $12.99 a bottle. Obviously, there's enough room in there to put a nick shot on there to make them up to 3 milligrams. So if you are trying to look down to reduce your levels of nicotine and you're using like the salts and you've worked your way down to perhaps the 5s, there's nothing to stop you either getting a regular nicotine shot or a salt nicotine shot and just putting it in one of these, and it's going to make it 3 milligram. I'm sure that you're all aware of products that you can get from places, the 72 stuff, to make them up to whatever strength you want without diluting the flavor too much. So I just had a picture. Oh, that's all right. I know what that is. Let me just bring that up in there. So, yeah, like I was saying, if you do want to try and reduce your levels of nicotine down for any reason, that's a really, really good way of doing it. Just to try and sort of get yourself right down. Good evening, Kelly. Hope you're well. Big thank you to Greg for his gesture on it with the second donation for Up and Cup and charity next month. Yeah, it's been absolutely amazing. I was going to mention that, but I can mention it now. Yeah, it's been absolutely amazing. I've had 2 massive boxes arrive this week. I did put pictures up on there. Yeah, absolutely great. So good evening, Raoul. I have a couple in this range. Fletcher says, love the Bulldog. Bang in. Never had these, so looking forward to the review. And Alan Ingleby is in with us as well. Right, so for the review tonight, I am going to use my normal little Amit mouth to lung RDA on top of, I can't remember the name of this now. the Aliano from Ultrona, little stabwood one, little single 18650 battery. I'm only going to be vaping at 15 watts roughly. I made it take it up a bit, so I don't need anything too powerful for tonight. I don't know what order I'm going to do them in, so we can just grab them. What I will be doing throughout the live, I will just be picking out 6 random names to go onto the wheel at the very end. What I'll do is I'll just pick out one after I've done each juice. Never had these. I've read that one. Evening Laugh Out Loud. Anyone in Fife? I'm sitting here on a ton of vape juice. Let's give it a good shake. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to start with the strawberry laces. Let's give it a good shake. I have reviewed these, but it was a long time ago. I'm trying to think. It must be maybe a year ago now, something like that. Must be coming up close to that. So you can see some nice clean cottons in there. What I'll do is I get it juiced up. These are 0 milligrams, so I will give them the taste test and all that sort of stuff, and just see what they're like. So here we go. So the strawberry laces. Let's see. Make sure it's not going to squirt me up the nose. That smells really nice. It smells just like you've opened the strawberry laces sweets. This is one range I've never tried. Yeah, it just smells like the actual strawberry laces sweets. You're getting a really nice sort of sweet strawberry come through there. It's not fresh strawberry. It smells exactly like the sweets. Evening, Darren. Hope you're well. It's 100% smells like I've just ripped open one of the bags of strawberry laces that you get at the supermarket. You know, the ones you can get, I think they're like 3 for £1 or something like that. They're just like the little bags. Smells exactly like them. Let's give it a taste and see what we think of it. Now, on the actual taste test, the strawberry in that is really strong. When you first put it in your mouth, you're getting quite an intense flavour, because obviously it's not meant to be sort of just put in your mouth like that. But then as it mellows out slightly, what you are getting is just like a really nice strawberry laces flavour. To me, that tastes exactly like the strawberry laces sweets. Now, I do know that some people said that it reminded them more of the ones which got the white centre going through them. I can't remember the name of those ones, but for me, that just reminds me straight away of the actual sort of plain strawberry laces sweets. I think you get like 30 or 40 of them in a bag or something. They're always all stuck together. And they've got like a bit of a sort of waxy taste to them as well. You're not getting so much of the waxy taste come through off that. You're just getting like the actual strawberry laces sweets, if I can get my words out tonight. So let's give it a blast, as Scott says, and just see what we think. I might have to turn this up a bit, but we'll wait and see. That's fine. Yeah, so straight away on the vape, that is tasting, again, a lot more like the strawberry sweets. Yeah, Darren's put there the pencils. Yeah, some people say it tastes a bit more like that to them, but I just get the normal strawberry laces sweets. What was I about to say then? Yeah, so on the actual back of the hand test, the flavour was perhaps a bit too intense to start with, because obviously it's not designed to be put straight into your mouth. It's designed to be vaporized and then sort of inhaled. But the flavour's definitely come through, and it's quite a nice, long-lasting flavour. Don't know 50-50 better for pods. It is, yeah, it is. It all depends on what coils you've got in there, Kelly. A lot of pod systems these days will really sort of handle your 70-30 juices, not a problem at all. But the sort of lower or the higher ohm coils and lower wattage ones would be really suitable for this sort of for these sorts of juices. Basically, anything you would put a Nick salt in, you could put one of these in. And you would be fine, 100%. Good evening, James, if I didn't say hello, and good evening, Danny. Hope you are really well, mate. Let's have another quick blast on this. Yeah, it's really nice. Just a nice strawberry laces flavour. There's nothing else I can really add on that. It's not too sweet, because the actual sweets themselves are not really sweet, as a sort of general rule. They've just got like a really nice sort of strawberry flavour to them, but it is a sweet strawberry flavour. So if you really do like your sort of really natural strawberries, and don't like I'm not going to say it's a candied version of it, because it's not really got that sort of candy flavour to it. It's just the actual sweets, and I'm sure that we've all had them at some stage. So it's more of a synthetic strawberry flavour, a bit like the sweets. Is probably the best way of saying it. So let me pull the cotton out of here. I did remember my kitchen roll today, which is always a bonus, but I'm just hoping I don't trash this coil because I've only got one more mouth to lung RDA set up at the minute. So I'm going to have to quickly... I found out my profile is minty and sweet. Sounds a bit like mine. And some menthols every so often. Love my Bulldog 50/50. It's on my list. Yeah, it is. It's just a really nice range. And if you think they're only, what was it, $12.99 a bottle or whatever, if you're using low nicotine levels, if I can find where I've put my cotton, these actually work out far more sort of beneficial. No laugh aloud. It was delivered to Warrington for some reason. I think they sent me the wrong tracking number. They sent a crate for someone else, so can't create the husband yet. Poor Sean, leave him alone. Evening, Joe. Hope you're well. I am good, thank you, mate. Just a little bit warm. So let me just quickly pop some new cotton into here. I do need to get some more cotton laces actually for these. I'm just using some cotton that was in my drawer that's a tiny bit too thin, so I need to fluff it up. But it'll be all right because I'm not going to be using it for too long. Right, there we go. So that's that one done. Right, I need to write a name down, don't I? So let me put strawberry laces on the floor down there. And I'm going to just pick somebody there. Who should we go for? Let me scroll up a little bit. Good evening, Andy, over on YouTube. Hope you're well. And my apologies for not seeing you earlier. Right, so let me find the first name to go on the list to be lucky. There we go. Who shall I put down? Good evening, Kerry. Hope you're well. All right, so I now have my first name written down on here. So if you are here now, make sure you do stay up to the end because we will do the last man standing wheel. And obviously, if you're not here, you're going to be very, very lucky. This salt water is going to sting. Well, that's your fault for sitting out in the sun all afternoon and getting burnt in the marina. But honestly, it will help. It will be really, really good for you. It's just going to sting to start with, but then you'll be but then it'll be fine afterwards. It'll help you. First attempt trying the Geek Bars banana ice is amazing. James, if you like the Geek Bars and like minty ones, get the menthol one. It tastes absolutely amazing. It's just like polo mints. Absolutely love them. Have you pinned me, Scott? I've pinned you lots of times, but shh, don't tell anyone. Naked as well as she advertised. That's obviously reply to something. Man, I'm glowing. Man up, I'm glowing. Oh, if you're too warm, Chris, you can take your top off. I don't mind. I think I'll end up getting the stream shut down. Right, next one we're going to move on to is the grape bubble gum. I will just pop some on the cotton, give it a chance to soak in. And this one, I don't know if it's going to come up very well on the screen. As you can see, it's got like a nice little sort of, it's like a purple hint to it, which is obviously sort of designed to be like sort of the red and black grape, something like that. The other one didn't have any colour to it at all, but this one has. Good evening, Nathan. Hope you're well. Right, let's give this one a quick smell. Love this. Loving the washing drying weather. Yeah. In all honesty, it's that hot in the house. I did the dishes after dinner, and the plates were dry in like 2 minutes just to put back in the cupboard. I couldn't believe it. Love polar fruits in sunny weather. Now that's a good shout as well, Catherine. I might have to set a little tank up and take some of that to work with me tomorrow. Oh, that's really, really nice. Now what I'm getting on the smell is a nice grape. And it smells like a sort of red grape to me rather than a sort of green. Oh, little squirt there. It's always nice in the eye, isn't it? But I'm also getting the bubble gum come through. The initial smell I was getting was the grape, and it smells like quite a strong grape, to be honest with you. But it's not a green grape. It's not that sort of really nice sort of green one. It's more of the red grapes. Is a smell I'm getting through anyway, but I'll tell you a bit more when I taste it, really. But the bubble gum is definitely there as well. Right, let's put a big chunk of this on my hand. Oh, that's really, really nice. On the taste there, I'm not getting a lot of the bubble gum come through off the back of the hand, but the grape in that's really, really nice. and it's got a very, very mild hint of coolness to it. Not that you would notice when you're actually tasting the liquid. It's more when you're breathing afterwards, you're getting like a bit of a cool feeling in your mouth. That's really, really pleasant, actually. Not tried these before. Love a good bubblegum and grape even more. There we go. Well, this one you're going to like then. I'm just seeing what that reply to was there. Topless, oh my God, don't scare the viewers. It's a fan with a bowl of ice in front of me. Yeah. So let's quickly jump back to this. So the grape comes through first. And then there's like a mild hint of the bubblegum comes through in the background. That's just off the sort of back of the hand test. Now, whether that changes on the vape, we shall have to see, but I'll just do another quick top up on it there. But that's really, really tasty to start with there. Top cap on. And make sure the airflow is sorted out. Let's give it a blast, eh? I've not had a menthol vape for a while. Ice scares me at the moment. Is that after your little party trick, was it, Danny, that went terribly wrong? Right, so again on the vape, the grape is coming through, definitely is a predominant flavour. And then the bubblegum comes through very sort of mildly at the background. It's not a very strong bubblegum flavour, I'll be honest with you. It's much more of a grape juice with a hint of bubblegum in the background. So it's like, you know, when you have a bubblegum, you put it straight in your mouth and it's really fresh and you're getting a lot of the actual juice or the fruit juice flavours coming through from it. That's what it reminds me of, rather than when you've sort of had bubblegum for a while and then the flavour starts going away a little bit. Wrong, it was a nightmare. That wasn't... I haven't actually laughed like that in a long time, Danny, when you did that, but I was actually laughing and crying at the same time because that would have been hideous. I'm not going to say what you did because someone else might do it. Yeah, right, so quickly jumping back to that. Definitely predominantly grape, and then the bubblegum comes through a little bit more towards the end. But it's not a really strong bubblegum by any stretch of the imagination. So if you want a really, really strong bubblegum, then perhaps this one wouldn't be the best choice for you. But if you like your grape juices, then this one would be a really good choice for you because the bubblegum is very, very sort of not muted. That's the wrong word. The bubblegum is there in the background rather than being the predominant flavour. It's definitely the grape, which comes to the sort of forefront of everything there. I was crying. Oh my God, that wasn't funny. Not long, finished my Bulldog grape. Nice, but preferred the strawberry laces. Yeah, I mean, I will put these 6 in an order when we get towards the end. Again, it's all personal preference when I put them in an order as well. That's just my personal preference of which ones that I like the best out of them. Right, where have I put my cotton? I should have got loads of it somewhere. There we go. Good evening, Patricia. I'm guessing that is. I apologise if I've said that wrong. I've had a lovely, lovely Tuesday. I hope that you have as well. Let's just get this rolled and through. Any problem when you've got a really small inner diameter coil that's getting the cut through it. There we go. Oh, my scissors are there. Let's give it a quick snip. Not tried this change, but it's on my list. Yeah, it is. It's a great range if you're into your pods on either use 0 milligram or 3 milligram, or can get hold of the 72 stuff from somewhere. There is still plenty of places that you can get it from. Right, I'm going to write down my next name. There we go. There we go. So I now have 2 names on my list. So there's still 4 more spaces. So do make sure you keep your comments coming through. It's an all-day vape bubblegum. Yeah, it is. It's if you're not into your really, really strong sort of bubblegum flavors, then yeah, it's a really, really good one because the grape is lovely in it. Right, I am going to leave the tobacco till last just in case it leaves any residue in the RDA. So we'll leave the menthol and the tobacco till last. But next one we're going to move on to is the mixed fruit ice. Let's give it a quick shake and see what that mess is. It's okay. I like the sound of their bubble gum. Yeah, it is. It's just a really, really nice one. It's just I'm not massively into my bubblegum flavors, so I actually quite like that one because it's not too strong on the bubblegum front there. But let's get that all juiced up. There we go. This one's got like a little bit of a red sort of tinge to it. Again, you might not be able to pick that up on the camera very well, but it's definitely got some color in it as well. So the mixed fruit ice. Let's see what fruits I can pick out from this and see how icy it is as well. Now I'll probably get more on the back of the hand test and the vape than what I will just off the smell. As much as I would love to be on the wheel for this range fair, I was on the wheel last week. Please don't pick me, Danny. Chances are it's going to be for a voucher anyway, so whoever gets it can go on the website and get whatever they want off there. I do try and remember who was on previous weeks, but sometimes sometimes I just can't remember, and I've been asleep since then. So, but let's give this a smell. Right, there's definitely cherry in there. There's some raspberries in there. I think there's some strawberry as well. Those are the... That's what I'm picking off the smell test anyway, is strawberries, cherries, and raspberries there. Now, there may be other ones in there, but perhaps I won't get them until... I have possibly a stupid question, but can vaping cause heartburn? You could have a mild intolerance to the PG in juice that can cause a bit of heartburn. It could be if you use nicotine salts and you've not used them a lot before, Kim. It can do. I have heard people. It's more people have an intolerance to the propylene or to the PG or in juices. Which is why a higher VG juice then works better for them. So if you've been on the salts or using 50-50 juices, that could be the reason. But I have heard of people having heartburn before. Don't forget your seaweed. Love cherry. Still trying to find my flavour profile on juices, Liam. Liam, the best thing to do, honestly, is just to try loads of juices and work it out for yourself. Mine change. My sort of profiles change. Of which ones I like. A lot of it's depending on the weather as well and how hot it is. Let's give this one a quick try. Right, there is definitely the ice there. It's not massively overpowering, but it's bringing the flavors of the fruits out. But again, on the taste test there, I'm getting cherries, raspberries, and strawberries. And it's leaving like a little cool tingle. It's not super icy. It's not your polar fruits level. But if you've tried something like the Tropicool, it's above the Tropicool on the iciness, this one, but nowhere near polar fruits. Evening, Yasmin. Hope you're well. Let's give it up. Yeah, a tingle. Yeah, it just gives you like a slight little tingle. And it tastes... It's just like a really nice sort of mixed fruit drink with a sort of tingle of coolness in the background there. But for me, cherries, raspberries, and strawberries is what I'm getting in that one there. That's on the actual taste test, but we'll see if we get the same on the vape again. And then when I've done this one, I shall write another name down, quickly run through the lives that are going on for the rest of the week. And then we'll move on to the next ones. Marina's calling it cold water therapy, but we all know the truth. She's skinny dipping. She's popping down the coast. You see, I've tried a few new flavors today. Unfortunately, not for me. Yeah, but that's why sometimes getting the little sample bottles from Pete can work out really, really well. It sometimes just takes a while to find flavors. I've tried bottles of juices historically. You've opened them up, and then you've just you've had maybe a tank out of it or something, and then you just don't like it. What I normally do is stick them away on the shelf and then try them again in sort of a month's time or something, or 6 months' time, or a year's time. If you've not put the nicotine in them, then they're fine. The shelf life's virtually forever. You know what I mean? I know they've all got expiry dates on them, but provided you've not put nicotine in them, you can just put them back on the shelf and they'll be all right. Evening, Terry Ann, darling. Hope you're well. Sample packs are the best way to try and help you find your profile. Yeah, as Louise said, sample or just get the mystery boxes off the website as well. That's another great way of trying different juices out and working out what your profiles are. So let's give this one a blast in the mixed fruit ice. It's tasty. Yeah, so again on the vape there, I've had the same result all the way through with them. Strawberries, raspberries, cherries. That's the three predominant flavors that I'm getting now. Other people may pick out some other flavors. Good evening, Ben. Hope you're well. It's just a really, really nice sort of mixed fruit drink with sort of a hint of ice there. It doesn't give me the tingle on the tongue like I did when it was on the back of the hand test, but there's definitely a coolness there. I wouldn't say it's quite equivalent to putting like an ice shot or something in there. It's just cool. Slightly colder than the ice stick range, but nowhere near your polar fruits. Nowhere near your polar fruits at all. It's just a really, really nice juice there. So let me pull this cotton out, and then what I'll do is, whilst I am quickly dry burning this so we can get it off. It really did my head in. And to be fair, sometimes I think it makes a difference on the setup. What was that? A reply to some juices. Yeah, in all honesty, juices to me taste different in whatever tank I'm using them as well. Some juices I'm not that keen on it in a regular sub-ohm tank with stock coals, but love them in an RDA, and vice versa as well. Some juices I may not be that keen on in the high VG liquids, but love them in the Nick salts as well. It's bizarre. Let's give this a quick dry burn, and then we'll leave it to cool down just when I'm going through the lives. Make sure all the crap's out at the bottom of it and the juice wells. There we go. What was that? I need them. That's probably the armbands comment that I saw going past earlier. Samples are great when you may find which ones you like, and it saves wasting 100 ml. You're exactly right. Right, so let's quickly run through the lives. If I can work out which way to paper I've got them, because I wrote them down when Scott was doing his live last night. So tomorrow at some stage, it's normally around 5ish if I remember rightly, but they will put a post up. SWVD Plymouth will be doing their little weekly live, running through what deals they've got on this week. So make sure you pop along and support Ian, Shauna, and Flopsy. That's on Wednesday. Tomorrow night, it's doubtful that Scott will be doing a live tomorrow night due to his work commitments. But just keep your eyes open just in case. But I don't think he will be doing that tomorrow. Thursday, we have the amazing Bender's Bonanza with the lovely Mr. and Mrs. Hannah. That's at 8:30 p.m. on the Coil Benders distribution page. There will be 500 tickets for that, 25 amazing mystery boxes at only £2 each. If you do want any tickets, I'm sure that you all know you can either message the Coil Benders page, which you're on now, or you can message Kelly Marie Hannah direct and get those sorted out. On Friday, we shall have the amazing 20s. So Kay and Terry Ann will be on 8 p.m. on the Monster Deals page and also the 20s page, or the 20s group. I'm trying to think which year on the 20s group. If you've not signed up to support the 20s group, make sure you jump over there, give them a like as well. So that's Friday night at 8 o'clock. So they've got the deal or no deal and the normal fun and games that they'll be doing on there. Saturday, Pete may do a mental live again. You don't know. I think it all depends on how busy they are and sort of what's going on. Sunday, we will have Hunky's games on at 5:15 till 7. And then at 7 p.m. till about 7:30, 7:45, Pete and Ricky will be going live doing the big sort of Sunday raffle hub. And then after that, then Hanky's Mingo comes on at about 7:45. And then we are back to Scott on Monday. I can't remember what Scott's doing on Monday. He may be doing... Just trying to think. I can't remember which range he's doing now, and I can't see it on my shelf either. Fruit Father. I think Scott is doing Fruit Father. I'm sure you'll confirm if I'm wrong there, but I'm pretty sure that he's doing Fruit Father. So who have I missed? Evening, Lisa. If I didn't say hello to you, I apologise. Evening, Patsy. Hope you're well. Good evening to Yasmin. Hope you're good. Nic shot do affect the flavour greatly. I use Nic salt in the same flavour instead of standard Nic. Yeah, we're all personal. Some people can't get on with the Nic salt stuff either. So don't forget to like and share. That's obviously one of the competitions. Much appreciate, honey. Always a pleasure. All right, I think I've caught up on there. Right, so I've caught up on there. So I need some cotton now, don't I, to put into this. Hunky the Bean Man. Yeah. I don't know anybody who can eat beans as much as Hunky does. I don't mind beans every so often, but not as much as that. All right, let's get this pulled in. And then we can just give it a bit of a trim. And then what we'll do, we'll move on to, I'm guessing, the blackcurrant menthol is probably a good one to do next. So fresh cottons, just got to tuck them down in the juice well, give them a bit of a fluff out. There we go, that's them done. Nice and in. And like I said, we're going to move on to the blackcurrant menthol. Can you do a week of reviews? I will watch. Oh, I tell you, sometimes even just doing one a week that was going to sound wrong. I was going to say it's a pain in the arse, but it's not. I absolutely love doing them, but work is so busy at the minute. There's loads of stuff always needs to be done, so I couldn't really do more than one. I know that Scott does too. Salt needs fluff out. Yeah, I use 20 milligram Nic salts in a bottle, which is like adding normal Nic but better flavour. Yeah, it's whatever people use, Yasmin, isn't it? I mean, if you're into your Nic salts and you wanted to make one of these like a 3 milligram Nic salt or even a 6, you would probably struggle to get 20 ml in there, but you could put one in, use a little bit of it, and then sort of add another shot if you wanted to. You would end up with a 6 milligram Nic salt then. So if you're trying to cut down a little bit on your levels, it's probably a good way of doing it. Someone commented on under your name earlier. I don't know who that is. Right, so Yasmin didn't realize you could do that. Yeah, you can just buy your 20 ml or 18 milligram or 20 milligram plain salt nicotine shot and just pour it in. Evening, Danny. Hope you're well, mate. Right, so here we go. So the blackcurrant menthol. Let's give this one a smell. That smells really, really nice. Straight away, blackcurrant tunes. That's what that's given to me there straight away. There's nothing else more that I can say about it, really. It smells exactly like a blackcurrant tune to me. Good evening, Ronnie. Hope you're well. Let's give it a quick drink. Right, but on the taste, I'm going to say more the soothers. You know, the ones which have got like the nice crusty outside, and they've got like the little bit of sort of like jelly, sort of sweet in the middle of them. That's really, really nice again. To me, the actual level of menthol in that is spot on. But yeah, my smell the smell test on it told me blackcurrant tunes, but the taste test there is definitely the blackcurrant soothers. So if you're a bit bunged up, something like that would be absolutely amazing. I bet. Delicious. I use Nic salt and find the flavour so much better. Karina, I spend probably 95% of my vaping time, shall we say, on mouth to lung juices, either in Nic salts or regular nicotine juices or the disposable pod systems, really. That's what I'm sort of using 95% of the time, really. Remember being at school when you had tunes, press the angry face icon. I apologise, hand spasms, bit too. Yeah, and again, on the flavour, it's not the tunes because it hasn't quite got that kick. It's more of the soothers there. Really, really nice. So if we do ever get bunged up or feeling a bit sort of stuffed up, it's probably a good way of putting it. This one would probably be a really, really nice one to use with it. I use Ice Nic in all my bottles. Good night, Terry Ann. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, that's just really, really nice blackcurrant soothers there. I'm trying to think how many names I've got written down. I don't know if I've written. Oh, I need to write a couple of names down on the next one. So make sure you keep your comments coming in. I do need to write 2 names down because I forgot after the last bottle. But the blackcurrant menthol, to me, is exactly blackcurrant soothers. There's nothing else really that you could say apart from that. Right, let me just get this bottle on. Right, I need to write 2 names down, so make sure your comments are coming in. Have you noticed that the flavour changes slightly in different tanks? And 100%, 100%. And I find that I don't like some juices very much in a certain tank. Then I'll try it in something else. And I personally believe, and this is just my personal opinion, that different juices do come out better in different tanks. So, for example, I don't know, I've got the Arbiter here, and I've also got a, I'm trying to think what this one is here. Is this the Bonza? The Blotto, sorry. Juices will taste differently in those 2 tanks with the exact same coils. Pick me, pick me. No, you ain't getting picked, Kelly. Yeah, I do find that 100%, Yasmin. Or was it Yasmin who asked me? Sorry, Anne. Yeah, 100%. Different juices taste different in different tanks, but you can use in the same coils and everything. And it's not just, and there isn't one that's always better. Some flavors will taste better in different tanks. Don't know what the reason why. It could be the way that they've been mixed, and then the way that the airflow is bringing bits out. Oi, Chris, you been out the bank lady? Alan, I was there at the weekend, but we won't talk about that. I was there for 2 nights and didn't catch a single thing. But it wasn't just me who didn't catch. It was a bit more of a charity. It was a charity weekend, so we weren't doing a great deal of fishing. If I'll be honest with you, we just sat around in the car park having a bit of a laugh. And right, I'm looking through for some comments here of people that I haven't got written down so far. Scroll up and down. I was trying to find people which that perhaps I've not picked out over the past couple of weeks. There we go. So I've got one there. So that's one. I need to find one more. Tell you what, I'll go down the bottom there. Whatever that last comment was, and it is there. So make sure I spelled that right. So I've got 4 names down now because I forgot to write one earlier. So we've still got space for 2 more, and we've got 2 more juices. Just in car park 51. In a car park 51, you are not 27. Eh? That's common. That's in a car park 51, you're not 27. So I'm guessing that is Marina's now in a car park, and she's saying that I'm 51 and not 27. I'm not 27. I'm 45. That's there. Yeah, 45. God, you can tell when you get old when you have to try and work out what age you are. I think we should pick Kelly. She's a newbie and it's her birthday today. Honest, I would just do it. It's my tank leaks juice when I leave it, and the tank leaks juice is the only way to save. Let's try different juices. I have noticed my tank leaks juice. If I leave the tank with juice in it, is there any way to save a wet coil so I could try different juices in there across different tanks, if that makes sense? What I would potentially say is, I'm guessing that you're using a stop coil tank, and what you're saying is that you want to try different juices. Now, some people will say, oh, when you swap juices, you have to completely change the coil. If you're going from like a menthol to a dessert or something, yes. But if you're using fruits and you're not too bothered about drawing the flavor through, what I would do is just get your tank down to virtually empty, to the point where you're not going to burn your coil out. Get rid of the last little bit of juice out the tank. You're going to have like a mil of juice left in there or something. Nothing to really worry about. Clean out the glass section of your tank, but leave the coil in, and then just refill it. And within probably half an hour, you're going to have got rid of the old flavor and you're pulling a new one through. Only time I wouldn't do that is if you're using 2 completely different sides of juices. So you could be, I don't know, for example, if I was using the grape bubble gum in my tank, but then wanted to try the mixed fruit ice, it wouldn't bother me if I just topped up. I know you're not going to get the 100% flavor, but it's going to be enough to let you know if you do like it or not. Flavor depends on size of coils and size of chamber, high or low wattage, DL, mouth to lung, all have an impact. Yeah, there's just so many different things, and the way the airflow works. If it's side airflow, top airflow, bottom airflow, there's so many different variables in tanks. I swear, I think I'm still 20. I behave like I'm 18 years old. I mean, I don't feel any different, to be honest with you, from years and years ago. It's just the way that we all are. Evening, John. I thought it was all people thing. You don't look you're there yet. No, not quite there yet. I'm not into my 50s yet. Right. What did I say? I was going to do the menthol next, wasn't I? So the menthol's there. I need to change this cotton. If I can find where I've put my bloody tweezers now. There they are. So we do still have 2 juices to do. Good evening, Steve. Hope you're well. We've still got 2 juices to do. And we have 2 spaces on the wheel. So let me just get that cotton out of there. And I don't want to drop that on the floor, because then it'll all get into the carpet and I'll get shouted at. Let's give this back. My kids make me feel old. I don't understand their slang. See, I'm not too bad. I mean, I haven't got kids who live with me. My son's 21 now, lives in Cyprus with my ex-wife. But because I work in school, I can pretty much tell, because that's all they ever say. Sounds like a dodgy porno. Not sure what this ought to be interested in, to be honest. I'm too shy. I don't know what that was in response to, but evening, Lee. I'm really, really good. Thank you, mate. 50-50 juices are brilliant for mouth to lung. 100%. 100% they are. It's ideal. Right, so let's leave that just to cool just for a second, and let's find some cotton. There we go. I can party with the best. Yeah, I mean, if I go out still, I don't really feel. Actually, no, the only way I can tell that I'm old, if I go out and have a good drink, it takes me 3 days to get over a hangover that normally I would have been all right the following day. That's the only way that I can tell that I'm getting old now, I think. I don't know whether that's the same for everyone, but a lot of my mates say the same. That it just takes you so long to get over. If you've been out on a proper heavy night out somewhere, you just feel like rubbish for days. Right, so that's that done. And we said we were going to do the menthol one next. So just plain menthol. Well, that's what it says in the box anyway. Just follow the wife. She's just bought me the new Blue England top. I could have bought 5 bottles of Rainbow Birds for that. Yeah, you have to get your priorities right, don't you? In all honesty, I mean, I've got so much juice anyway, but how does everyone think England's going to do in the Euros? And do you think we're going to get very, very far? I'm not a massive football fan, to be honest with you. Certain nightclubs make me feel old, make you feel damn old. I know what you mean. Right, where's my top cut? Let's pop that on, because there'll be enough in there. Kelly May Hannah, you won't like my other friend called Kelly. Then she sorts out. She looks like Boston pancakes, Canadian port swings. She can make you pink glittery. So what's this chat turned into already? We're only 20 past 8. It's normally me who starts these conversations off, but let's give this one a go. This one's just the menthol. And that's all I'm getting from it. It's now I know that this is going to sound really, really silly, but you know, extra strong mints, they haven't got a strong smell to them, but you're getting that sort of minty smell coming off it. And that's what I'm getting there. It's not a peppermint. It's just like a minty smell. But I wasn't expecting to get a lot of smell off of menthol, if I'm honest with you. Oh, that's really, really nice. Now, what that reminds me of straight away is the Halls ones. You know, the Halls throat sweets, the small little ones, just the plain menthol ones. Oh, that's got that's got a hint of eucalyptus in that. That is really, really nice, just off the back of the hand test there. Oh, wow, I'd forgotten about that one, actually, because I've been using a lot of plain menthol juices recently. That is lovely. Extra strong mints I'm getting off that there, but a bit more mentholy than that. But you are getting like that extra strong mint flavour off it there. That's really, really nice. Yeah, 100%. That is just like an extra strong mint. Really, really nice menthol flavour again. The whole of this range, or the ones that have got the sort of ice in it and the menthols, would be absolutely fantastic if you do get bunged up in the winter, just as a really good way of sort of clearing your sinuses out, because that's really, really strong, that menthol as well there. I use this one as an ice shot. Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. You could quite easily use some of this just to add into other juices, just to give it that sort of bit of coolness to it, that sort of bit of kick. I know that Scott likes the HBM brew with a bit of ice in there. That would be great just to add a couple of drops to something. If you didn't just want a plain menthol by itself, very good way of actually adding menthol to a juice without using the the sort of ice shots or anything. Sorry, what's this one called? My dad would like this. This is just the Bulldog 50/50 range, and that is just a plain menthol, that one there. Really, really nice. It hasn't got any other flavors in the background. It's got no black currants or anything like that. It's just a really, really nice plain menthol flavor. Absolutely lovely again. Yeah, there's nothing else you can really say about it. But it, as I can't remember who said it was there. Let me just, as James said there, if you do like ice and you don't necessarily want to be using nicotine, so a nice nicotine shot, something like that would be really, really good way of adding that menthol sort of kick to your juices. But yeah, that is a really, really nice strong flavor. Right, let me pull this out, and then I do need to write another name down. Let me just quickly take this cotton out, and then it will give it a chance to cool down a little bit after I've dry burnt it before we get all over my watch, which is always a bonus. Before we move on to the last one, the only ice I like is Bailey's or beer. Really nice menthol kick to the back of the throat. Yeah, it is. It's just a really, really nice plain menthol. I've got juice all over this mod somehow. Probably off my hands, but it's always a bonus when it's starboard, isn't it? But never mind. Right. Let's leave that to cool down a second, and I need to find another name. Right. Let's have a look. Right, so I need that. Right. Let's have a scroll up. There we go. So that's a name. There we go. So make sure you keep your comments coming. There is one more space on the wheel, but remember, you do need to be here at the end to be able to claim. So let me just grab my last little bit of cotton here. Let me just write down at the back of the comments. So like I was saying, there's one more space. So what I'll do, we'll try the last one, which is the tobacco. I know it's not going to be for a lot of people, but it's in the range, so I will try it. Tobacco juices, I know a lot of people do have them when they first give up smoking, but they normally don't stay on them a long time. I think a lot of people then develop into the fruits or desserts or menthols after that. But there is quite a few people who still do use tobacco juices. Tobacco juice is not really my thing, but I have been surprised by some tobacco juices that I've tried recently. I think it was in the Frumis disposables. I quite like the tobacco one in that. I'm not a tobacco girl. I have a new setup coming Thursday, so I cannot wait to see what one's like for flavors. Right, so there we go. So that's all re-wicked up. And the last one we are looking at tonight is the tobacco. So I'll give it a quick shake. So make sure you keep the comments coming. We have space for one more. So what I'll do is we'll do this juice. I'll quickly run through the live, then I'll give the numbers out, and then what we'll do, we'll go onto the wheel of decide, or whatever you want to call it, the wheel of doom or whatever, and we'll do it as a last man or last person standing. I've gone back to RY4s recently. I used to have some RY4 caramels years and years ago. Frumis tobacco tasted like caramel. 100% agree with that, Jane. It was like a really nice tobacco. Right, now am I going to enjoy the taste test on this and the smell test? But hey, we never know. Let's give it a go. Now, see, on the smell test, that smells a bit more like a cigar to me rather than sort of traditional sort of cigarette tobacco. Now, I don't think I'm going to like the taste of this. I'm going to be honest with you, but I will try a little bit in the back of my hand. Good 4 drops there. Not for me, tobacco juices, but I have to try it. It's part of the range, and it's more if it tastes like a tobacco. That does. It tastes a bit like that tastes a bit like a cigarette to me. So if you are getting off them, or know somebody who's getting off them, and still wants that tobacco flavor, then that would be really good, because that tastes just like a cigarette. Not for me, if I'm being honest with you, on the taste test especially, but let's give it a vape and see what it's like. Never tried tobacco vape, don't know if I'm going to throw up. Yeah, but it's one of them things, though. Some people do really like the tobacco flavor still. See, on the vape, that's not as bad. Yeah, to me, that tastes a bit too much like a cigarette, but that's what they're going for. So actually, that tobacco juice, if you know somebody who's into the tobacco flavors, or just coming off the cigarettes and want to maintain that taste, that would be a good one. But for me, it's a bit too tobacco-y. I know that sounds really, really stupid, but it tastes a bit too much like cigarettes for me to be able to use that on a regular basis. But it's definitely nicer on the vape than what it was in the back of the hand test. Right, I'm going to write one more person down on here. Who have I got? Hold on, let me have a look and see how many males and females I've got. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I need to find somebody of a certain sex. So there we go. Right, so I have all the 6 names written down, but I am going to try and put these in some form of order. And I must have a bottle. Chucked it down there as well. Excuse me. Right, so let's try and get these in an order. Remember, this is my personal order. It's not necessarily the ones that you're going to like, but I will do it in 6th up to 1st as well, because I have got them in a definite order straight away. Last place for me, I'm sorry, but it has to be the tobacco. Nothing wrong with it. If you like your tobacco flavors, really, really good one, but not for me. I'm not a tobacco flavor fan at all. 5th place, I'm going to go for the grape bubblegum. 4th place, I'm going to go for the mixed fruit ice. Lovely, lovely juice, that one. Lots of nice flavors in there. Your cherries, your raspberries, and your strawberries coming through really strongly. 3rd place, I'm going to go for strawberry laces. Really, really nice juice. Tastes exactly like the strawberry laces. Blackcurrant menthol. If you like your soother flavors, your blackcurrant juices, you will absolutely love that one. But for me, that plain menthol is absolutely lovely. Just like extra strong mints with a hint of sort of menthol in the background, you're getting that sort of really nice coolness in your mouth that comes through from them. So that's the order that I'm putting those ones in. Now, I do have the other 6 to do, which I will do next week, most probably, which is, let me just have a quick look. You have the Blue Raz, Cherry Menthol, Blue H, aniseed sweets, icy grape black, and just a mixed fruit as well by itself, so without the ice in. So those are the 6 which I'll do next week. So I've just done those ones in an order from sort of 1 to 6. There is lots in the range, Kelly, right? There is 12 in that range. Right, so let's hope that all of these people are still here. What we'll do is I'll read out the names. Oh, actually, no, sorry, I'll quickly run through the lives again. It'll take me 2 seconds because I'll forget to do it afterwards if I don't do it now. So tomorrow at about 5 o'clock, I believe it is, you've got SWVD Plymouth doing their quick live. So Ian, Shawnee and Flopsy. We don't think Scott's going to be live tomorrow due to work commitments, but there is a possibility, so do keep your eye open on the page. Thursday at 8:30 p.m. on the Carl Benders distribution page that you're on now, you've got the amazing Benders Bonanza with Sean and Kelly. 500 tickets, 25 amazing mystery boxes, and they're only £2 each a ticket. You all know who to message, either the page or Kelly. Friday, you've got the 20s with their at 8 p.m. on the Monster Deal page, and also the 20s one with Deal or No Deal, the normal fun and games. Make sure you tune into that. Saturday, keep your eyes open for Pete doing a live. You never know if he will do one or not. It all depends on how busy he is and what's going on in the factory. Sunday, you've got Hanky's Hanky's Games at 5:15 on the Raffle Hub Members Club or Members Group or page, whatever it's called, at 5:15. Then at 7 p.m, you've got the big Raffle Hub live, and then it's back to Hanky for Hanky's Mingo after that. And then back to Monday where Scott is doing the Fruit Father range, and then Tuesday I will do the other 6 in this range. Sweepstake is now full. Teams will be drawn live soon. Woohoo! I don't really know who I even want in that, to be honest with you, Sean, because I've not really kept up with the football very much over the past couple of years. It's not my thing anymore. But right, let's get back. Let me bring the wheel up first, and then I shall let you know who the numbers are. So number 1, we have Mr. Alan Richardson. Number 2, we have Nathan Gore. Number 3, we've got Patsy Rosier. Number 4, we've got Fletcher Fletch. Number 5, we have Louise Pierce. And number 6 is Catherine Swire. So congratulations to all 6 of you for making the list. I apologise if someone's been on last week or the week before. Like I said, I completely forget who I've put on and who I haven't put on. So remember, this is going to be the last person on here. So I'll quickly run through the names again. You've got Alan Richardson as number 1. Nathan Gore is number 2. Patsy Rosier number 3. Fletcher Fletch number 4. Louise Pierce 5. And number 6 is Catherine Swire. So good luck to everybody. Remember, it's the last person on the wheel. So the first unlucky person is... So it is unlucky 2. I think it's going to land. So it's unlucky 2, number 2. So unlucky 2, Nathan Gore. I shall remove that one off there, and we'll give it a spin again. We'll get down to the last 3, and then we'll just make sure that everybody is still here. It's looking like it's going to be. This is going to be a close one as well. I think that's going to stay on number 3, though. So unlucky 2, Patsy Rosier. Unlucky, mate. Better luck next time. And one more spin, and then we'll just double check that the last 3 are still with us. I think this is going to be a number 4 just. So unlucky 2, Fletcher Fletch. So let me just take this off the screen a second. So do we still have Alan Richardson, Louise Pierce, and Catherine Swire still here? If you can just put I'm here, and then at least I know that we've got the last 3 of them are here on the wheel, because if somebody's not here, then I'll just take their sort of number off. Well, I can see that Louise is here because she's just written unlucky. So is Catherine Swire and Alan Richardson still with us? So Catherine's there. We'll just wait to see if Alan Richardson is still here. We'll give him about 40 odd seconds just to pop a comment in, because I know there's a bit of a lag sometimes. Oh, that's better. But remember, no tagging, please, because it's not fair. Could be worse. It could be Scotland. Let me have a quick vape on this just while we're waiting to see if Alan is still here. We said that he's got another about 20 seconds, and then if he's not here, we'll just take number 1 off the list. Kerry said she's here, but unfortunately didn't make the list this week, Kerry. I don't know if I've put you on recently, actually. I apologise if I haven't, because you do support every single week, which is much appreciated. What's he got? About 5 seconds, then we are unfortunately going to have to take Alan off the list, so we will just remove number 1. Right, I can't see him commenting, so what I'll do, if I quickly pull, bear me 2 seconds, because I'm going to have to delete number 1 off the list, and then I need to move that over there, and then just making sure he's not suddenly come in. My name's Alan. Wrong one though, mate. Right, so let's bring that back up now. So then we have number 5 and number 6. So Louise is number 5 and number 6 is Catherine Swire. So it's the last person. So the next person to come out is the unlucky one, unfortunately. So let's give it a spin. So and see who it's going to be unlucky to. So it's unlucky 2. This is going to be close as well. Unlucky 2, Louise Pierce. So congratulations to Catherine Swire. If you could please, actually, I'll pop a comment in. That's probably easier. Please PM me your email address. There we go. So I shall just bring that up. I can get rid of that off there, and then hopefully that's come up. There you go. So I've just popped that up there. Catherine, if you could just send me your email address over, because congratulations, you have just won yourself a £10 gift voucher for the Discount eLiquids website, which is now scrolling across the bottom of the screen. So congratulations to you, Catherine. Just ping it over to me, and then what I'll do is I'll get it sent off to Danny in the morning. If for any reason you haven't received it by Thursday or Friday in your inbox, please do just let me know, because sometimes Danny will read a message and then something will happen. And you have to answer his phone, and then he completely forgets about it. It's nothing. It's just one of those things, really. So if it's not arrived by then, please just let me know. So what's coming through? Well done, Catherine. Well done, Catherine. Congratulations, Catherine. Congrats. Thanks for the chance, and well done, Catherine. No, I do try and put different people down each week, but I'm sure you can all appreciate that sometimes quite hard. that's it, pretty much done and dusted. I have kept you roughly for the hour, which I normally roughly try and sort of keep you for. Thank you to each and every one of you for joining me on the live tonight. Make sure that you do support all the other lives that are going on throughout the week. And that is pretty much it from me. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I shall see you in the comments of the rest of the shows. Speak to you soon, guys. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.